Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this beautiful 2013 Infiniti FX37. This is a rare Infiniti. We don't come across too many pre-owned ones. Luckily we took this nice example in on trade. In fact, we sold this to this customer a few years back. And he recently just traded it in for an Infiniti QX70, I believe was the vehicle he traded in for, which is a size up from this. It's a third row seat. Luxury crossover where this is only 2 rows, and I can tell you, as nice as this is, when you have a growing family, you have a kid or two, you have strollers and pack and plays and stuff like that, you quickly start to run out of space, and we see a lot of families moving to 3-row crossovers when they have their first and second kids, just because so much stuff and so much space needed. But luckily for you, if you're don't have a big family, or this is going to not be the family vehicle, it's going to be more of a personal vehicle, this is a great one to have. In fact, I would love to own this myself. I already have an Infiniti G35 and 2 other cars, so I don't think I could convince my wife to add another one to the family, but one of these days I'd like to get my hands on one of these, because this is one of my favorite Infinitis. I've been with Infiniti a little bit over 16 years, so I've watched the evolution and improvements of our products. This and eventually evolved into the QX70. In fact, there really isn't a difference between a QX70 and an FX37. The only thing that really changed is a name. Infiniti confused a lot of people and they changed all the model names in 2014. They did make incremental and slight changes, but if you're looking at like a 2017 QX70, which is the last year they made these, this is probably like 95%, maybe more than 95%, but I'd say about 95% the same vehicle. It's just a name. And this one has a deluxe touring package. Again, if I was going to buy one of these at a minimum, I would want to have the deluxe touring package, because you get this upgraded beautiful maple wood trim, and you get not just heated seats, but heated and cooled seats. So right now I have it on heat mode, and it's not just a heat element that heats up the seat, it's actually a fan underneath the seat that's blowing warm air through the perforated holes, and it feels amazing. It feels a lot nicer than a regular conventional heated seat that just has a heating pad that heats up underneath the leather. Having that warm air circulate is much more comfortable. Likewise, when you put it on the air conditioned mode, it will send air conditioned air through the perforated seats, and on those hot muggy days, it really is a godsend. We also have upgraded semi-aniline leather seats. This one has a 7-speed automatic transmission. We have navigation package, a 360-degree round view camera. You can also change views. Keyless ignition with push button start. Power adjustable steering wheel that tilts and telescopes. Bluetooth audio streaming. This one has 80,021 miles at the time of making this video. Power folding mirrors. Also, with the deluxe touring package, you get these upgraded 20-inch wheels, which really rounds out the look of the QX70. And you're probably noticing that Infiniti Racing decal. I might have had our detail department take these off, but it looks like they forgot to. I might do it anyway, so by the time you get here, they might be removed, but they're just decals. So for whatever reason, if you don't like those, again, they're details, we can just peel those right off. But I'm not sure if I'm going to take them off or leave them. Look at this beautiful FX37, beautiful curvaceous body. It is built on a sports car platform. It's built on the same platform as a Nissan 370Z. Also the G37, G35, the Q50, Q60, all built on the same advanced front midship platform. And the reason why they call it the advanced front midship platform is they take the engine and they place it as far back behind the front axle as possible, so the center of gravity is towards the middle of the vehicle, and that helps improve the handling and feel through the corners. This QX70 also has an intelligent all-wheel drive system, which I'll tell you a little bit more about shortly. This is considered, I guess, a mid-size to compact crossover, but interior space is not too bad. I'm 6'2". I had that front seat adjusted for my height, and I have plenty of legroom back here. And the second row seats also recline, making them very comfortable. So talking about the all-wheel drive system, this has an Intesa all-wheel drive system, which stands for Advanced Total Traction Engineering System of Electronic Split. A lot of words there. It's a very advanced all-wheel drive system. It's racing inspired. In fact, and originally came from an older version of the Nissan Skyline GTR, which is a high-performance vehicle. That particular generation of the GTR was only sold, I think, in Japan and maybe a few other countries, not in America. But it's a very nice all-wheel drive system, and not only does it improve your traction in wet, slippery conditions, but it also improves your performance. That all-wheel drive system will operate 100% rear-wheel drive when all-wheel drive is not needed, but can quickly, in a matter of milliseconds, send up to 50% of the vehicle's power to the front wheels. That all-wheel drive system will also allow you to get on the power a little bit earlier in the corners and help pull you out of the corners. Quite an invigorating feeling during performance driving to have that all-wheel drive system kind of slingshot you through those corners. Also, the roads are quite wet in our neck of the woods, so that all-wheel drive system will greatly improve your performance. And having that rear-wheel drive bias gives it the feel of a rear-wheel drive sports car. And also, it helps improve gas mileage, and it helps improve tire wear issues versus the all-wheel drive system constantly working all the time, especially when you don't need it. So, amazing all-wheel drive system. They've been using this same all-wheel drive system, you know, of improvements in Infinitis since 2003, where we first saw it in the FX series and the G35. I've been with Infiniti over 16 years. I don't think I've ever seen one of these all-wheel drive systems go bad. They are very, very rock solid, and they work awesome. Really nice color combination, and white on tan leather. Notice the beautiful curvaceous lines of the FX37. It's not your cookie cutter boxy SUV. Everything about this, the lines, the way it drives is sports car inspired. Obviously it's a luxury vehicle, but it's also gonna satisfy that sporting part of your driving behavior or your driving wants. And it has a powerful V6, 325 horsepower. And these engines are amazing. These engines go 300,000 miles, which isn't a surprise since it's actually designed to have a service life of 300,000 miles. I've seen these engines go 300,000 miles. And just don't take my word for it. You can Google VQ35 engine or Infiniti 3.5, 3.7 liter V6, and you'll see amazing accolades. I even have a video of our YouTube page of one of these engines and an older version of an FX35 with 300,000 miles still running great. Maintenance-free timing chains, so you never need to worry about the cost of replacement of timing belts. So much good stuff. And the QX70 is made in Japan. See, I called it the QX70. Well, I guess it kind of is. But this was an FX37. Didn't call it the QX70 until 2014. But the FX37 and the QX70 are both built in Japan. So if you value Japanese build quality and durability, the FX37 delivers. And right at the time of making this video, obviously some people could be watching this in the future, a couple years, but right now it's November 2020. I have a newer version, the QX70 in stock, and I also have a 2016 QX70 in stock. So I have a 17 QX70, a 2016 QX70, and this 2013. These are really hard to find. They stopped making them in 2017, and to have three really nice pre-owned ones in the lot is a great selection. So if you're interested in an FX37 or a QX70, right now we have an awesome selection. Stop by, take a look. I think you'll be very impressed.